D capital. You want to see the year, then it could be Y maybe. Okay, so this manual will tell you what is the date command, why we use this, and how we use this. What all options and format available. After we see this manual, now I got the answer, I got the information, I can say. I can come out from the manual by pressing Q, quit. Then I can say date, I want to change your behavior. What I want to do, I want to add plus, because this is syntax this command used. Okay, and then I say percent D capital, percent Y capital, right? It means I can create my own custom command, by adding some extra options. So what are options? Options means if you have some command and you want to change the behavior and the functionality, you want to do something else from this command, then this command, that command we have to use options. A command to command option change, because this command is created by a date developer. PS command is created by a different developer, and I don't know the syntax of this command. So what you can do, you can go for manual and ask. They say this command will tell you the current processes, and in this command the option is only options. And what is options? We go down. They give some examples also, and this is the example we use, right? AUX. Okay, and what is A? A will tell you all the process, for example, all processes. And how to use A? Hyphen A. Hyphen A is a different option. So for example, I say PS hyphen A. Okay, but here I want to see the process for everyone. Okay, so again you go to manual and you can see here there's an option called U. You can find U somewhere and X somewhere. That's what I use. So this is U and X. Okay, so there's a lot of options, guys. Depend what you want to retrieve. So technically, if you want to see the process by looking at the document, then you come to know one option is the A you have to use, then A you have to use, and X you use. Some command you write multiple options to get your desired output. This is what we're looking for. I want to see the entire process running. And whenever you have multiple options, you can write in this way. Or there's one more way to write. Okay, you don't need to give a multiple hyphen. You can remove the hyphen and give without space. This is how, guys, we have created the PS command. That's what I used in last before the break. So PS is a command. Hyphen is a normal way in Linux. 99% we always use hyphen to tell this option. Means you have to customize the command. And A is a different option. U is a different functionality. X is a different functionality. And all the three functionality we use together to see our desired output. Okay. For this, you don't need to remember AUX. Okay. You have to remember only one thing. That what is my use case? What I want. What I want. You want to do and see with process? Then go to Google and ask Google, do you have any way to see the process? There's a PS command. How to use? I don't know. I can go to manual. They tell me the syntax and some examples also. That's how the approach we should use. So you don't remember the command, don't memorize it. But when you practice and practice, it will automatically set in your mind. This is how you should go. Rather than you start memorizing the command and the options. This is one point. But right now, PS-AX command has one small challenge. Okay, this command will tell you the current information at this point in time. That's all. And the command is stop. If you want to see the information of process one more time, then again type this command. Or most of you guys command will create a history. You can use up arrow key from a keyboard. Last command will come up. Again run. Again this was output. So every time you hit enter, enter, enter. But if you have a requirement, because you know process one thing, they keep on changing RAM, they start, they stop, they keep on changing CPU, utilization, many more things. So if you want something, they show you real-time status. You don't have to touch again, you don't hit enter. Again, I asked Google, I want to see my all running process on the real time. I don't have to keep on running the command by myself. Then they give you multiple more commands. One of the famous command they give you is called top command, TOP, top. Okay, top command will give you same thing. The only difference is you just hit enter and that's all. It's automated. Almost every 2 seconds or 5 seconds, depend what the setting is, they refresh. Okay, and they're showing you all the top 10 processes based upon the CPU utilization. They sort it for you. So at this point in time, this is one of the program who is consuming more CPU. So here you can analyze. Why you want to analyze? Because this OS you have created for launching your database. This OS you created for running your Python program. Python, let's say your app is created, app is slow. Why thing is slow? One primary reason is slow come because CPU is giving less time. They're giving some more time to someone else. To whom they are giving the more time? I don't know. So this command will tell you. At this point in time, there is a process, I don't know what is the genome something. They're taking more CPU, 0.7% in this case. Or let's say my program is second number is only taking 0.3%. So they're taking less. Okay, so in this case, there's two possibility. One, the program they're consuming more memory, more CPU, we can kill. If we think it's not required. But there's one more way. We can change this behavior. Okay, if in your system there's two processes running and CPU is giving more time to this guy, and for you this is not important, this is important. And why is CPU giving the more time to this guy? I don't know. One of the reason is the developer who created this program, they write in their code, whenever I run, give me more time. So developer write a code inside the program. But I am not developer. This code is not created by me, this program is not created by me. So as a Linux administrator, what you can do? Two possibilities. Kill this program. If you think it's not usable, it's free, so if you give more time to you, obviously. A second way is that you can do is change, give the instruction signal to your CPU. The second process is important for me. You don't know, I'm giving you this information too. This is important for me. Give more CPU to this guy, less to this guy. So we can change the time given by the CPU to other process. That is important for you. That we can do. And how we can do? Okay, by asking CPU that you are in two processes, because you are kind of multi-processor system, kind of, or multi-programming system, kind of, multi-program or multi-processor, you're running together. See, a lot of process running. So do one thing. Okay, give this guy more priority. So whenever you want to increase the priority, then there are two ways. One, you become the developer, open this code, change something. But let's say I'm not a developer, I don't know, I can't open the code. I don't know what this code is written, that is maybe pure Go language or C language, I don't know. Other way would be, as a Linux guys, or a DevOps engineer, I can write some command. And with the help of command, I can change the priority. And one of the very typical famous command is a kind of old command which is working very well. Okay, this is called nice. So nice is a command through which we can change any process priorities. Right? It means I can ask the CPU give this guy more time. Okay, and obviously if CPU give more time to some process, the performance will be obviously increased. Right? So this is how it works. Now this is the concept we understood. Again, search in Google. Hey Google, can you tell me? I am looking for nice. It's a concept also. What is command for nice in Linux? They say command is also nice. Now can you tell me, manual, what syntax I use? So nice will tell you this is what a syntax you use. Okay, so you know how I was discussing to you. I'm giving the storyline. Whenever this kind of story come up, when somebody to ask or when you want a job, so this is how you think. Then ask Google, Chat GPT. They give you the information. Then find a command. Then go to manual, get the option, and write there. Okay, this is how we can do. Top is one of the command by chance. Okay, and let's say there are two process running, and you guys know every process has a PID. So there's a PID of this process, there's a PID of this process. And you know what is NIC? NI here. This NI is called nice. And both the nice is what? 0, 0. That means from our side, both have equal value. Okay, from the Linux side, those who work on Linux are known as Linux admin. From Linux admin side, we does not ask anything as a priority. So let them decide. Okay, so whichever asking more CPU, give them more. We are not deciding. But you want to take a control. Then I want to decide who will have more CPU. Then we can change this nice value. Okay, and how to change this nice value? So again, we can open, let's say, one of the new terminal. Let's this top commands keep on running. Okay, then nice is one command, guys. And if you go to manual, let's say I don't know this command, what syntax is all about. I don't know. So this program will modify scheduling priority. You guys might know in the CPU, we have, let's say, one core CPU. One process can run at one point in time. So it is scheduled. First run this, then this, then this. You guys might know. This is how it works. This is called time sharing concept. Okay, but technically it's schedule. So with the nice command, we can schedule. And how to work? Nice, then option, and then command. Then command. Okay. And example, if they give the example by chance, they have no example by chance. This is how it will work. And in the option would be n. N. And if you see the description, they say the option would be -20 to +19. Okay. More you go toward to a negative side, they are more favorable. Favorable means we give more priority. We give more CPU. If you go to positive side, maximum number is 19, sorry. They have less priority. If your CPU is free, then they give the time. But CPU will almost 100% utilize. Then this guy will never get a time. Who will get the time? Who have -20. Okay, but this behavior when you will see when CPU is 100% used. Right now, in my case, CPU is not 100% used. You can see almost 6%, 3%, almost 10% CPU technically used. So you can't see some priority taking a benefit. But when the case when system will completely hang up, everything slow down, CPU 100% used, then this value you can see will behave something. Now, how to use this command? Then command is nice. You can see the help and his options to adjust the value. So I can say nice. I want to set the value -20, for example. Is -20, guys, is not an option, it's a number actually. -20 plus 19. I want to set the nice value for Firefox. Command. Okay. Now when I hit the Firefox, okay, you will see Firefox will hit in a minute. If you notice, guys, my system is a kind of hang up. Okay, it's kind of hang up because I say give the entire scheduling to Firefox. But my OS has to run, right? My mouse have to run. They also need some CPU. So my entire system is hang up. My graphical is also programmed the hang up. My shell is also programmed the hang up. My mouse is also kind of programmed the hang up. Say terminal say, it's like a slow down. क्योंकि हमें सारे सीपीयू एक ही को दिया, तू ही कर. अब ओएस तो एक नहीं है ना, देयर लॉट ऑफ थिंग कनेक्ट टुगेदर. माउस का भी प्रोसेस है, ग्राफिकल का प्रोसेस है, टर्मिनल का प्रोसेस है. उनको भी थोड़ा बहुत बेचारों को चाहिए माल चलाने के लिए, तो वो सब कुछ हमने ले लिया. पर ठीक है, at least you got the idea. Okay, so -20 we do rarely. -10, -5, this is what we mostly do. But point I want to tell you, this is also way. Okay, so it means here also maybe sometime when the Firefox is using, here you can see -20 somewhere. Here -20, right? Firefox. Okay, but this is one more case. If Firefox want, then they give you. Firefox not wanting, they don't give you. But we set this option. That means, let me stop this guy, Control C. If you run the Firefox in this way, we are running a process, and mostly by default every process run with 0 nice value. That is almost equals to everyone has equal priority. Whoever asks more, we give more. That's the idea. Okay, so yeah, nothing is working, hanging up, working fine. As if Firefox is running with a 0 nice value. They're asking more, 71% CPU they're giving. Okay, they are giving. They ask less, they will give less. But if you think no, Firefox is very critical for me, then don't launch the command in this way. Command or the program, if you want to give a priority or the less priority, launch in this. This is equal to this command. Difference is we have to set the priority while launching. Okay, so this is the nice. So we have one more command called renice. So how renice work? If command is already launched and on running process you want to change the priority. Okay, for example, this program is already running. I want to change the priority. Then we can use renice command on the running. So the program that we are going to launch is nice. Program that is already running, to change the priority on the real time, we can use renice. So you can further explore the renice command by yourself. Otherwise, the command is renice. You can go to manual and alter the priority or running process. You can use. Okay, understand the concept. Understand the concept. अगर आप लोगों ने whenever if you have done by chance programming, okay, then you normally do time complexity analysis. That means when we run this program, how much time they're going to consume from the CPU. Okay, but let's say you have done your best job to make your program most optimized in the terms of time complexity. That means आप इससे बेस्ट को प्रोग्राम बन ही नहीं सकता है. ये दुनिया का सबसे बेस्ट ऑप्टिमाइज प्रोग्राम है जो सबसे कम सीपीयू यूज करेगा. आपने बनाया और आपका बेस्ट पता क्या है? 90%. 90% यूज करेगा करेगा. ओके, तो जहां पे डेवलपर हाथ खड़ा कर देते हैं ना, अब हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा, ये बेस्ट बन गया प्रोग्राम, वहां से ही चालू होता है. क्या? नाइस. भले प्रोग्राम बोला मैं 90% यूज करूंगा सीपीयू, पर नाइस बोल नहीं. I can't give you 90%. I give you 10% only. Run yourself in 10%. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so joint है. डेवलपर भी बेचारा मेहनत करते हैं, बेस्ट कोड बनाते हैं. उसके बाद हमारा इसका काम है लिनक्स वालों का, उसको आगे फर्दर कम हो ज्यादा ट्यून करना. और ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? Why we are doing this? Because in my system there are 2 programs running, 2 processes running. If one is consuming more, second will hang up. So what we have to do? We do analyze. We have to increase the performance. So what we are doing? We are tuning it. This is called performance tuning. And one of the way of tuning is nice command. This is one of the way. Okay, there will be many more things. As we go ahead, we'll talk. Okay, command is one, but the storyline is important, guys. Try to understand the storyline. This is what and how we have to think. Okay, So guys, this is the one concept. It is your choice. You want to launch a program with an eyes or without the eyes. Program will launch. That's for sure. Okay. Let me show you something on top. So top is a command, guys. Okay. In the top command, guys, it will tell you all the process that are running, but not every process uses CPU. Some process using 0% CPU means they are ideal. They're sitting. They are not doing anything. So there's concept called running process. Running means CPU is giving time. So these are the examples. 3%, 3%, 6%. And 0 is technically means they are running, but CPU is not giving time. So if you are only interested to see the process they are running, who taking the time from CPU, then this is a top, guys, top command. This is a screen of the top command. Top has their own internal options. And how to type the option? By just pressing the key from the keyboard. There's one key called I. When you press I, now all the process they are not using CPU, they remove. And what you're seeing on the real time, only the process who is consuming CPU. Here, and they keep on changing. तो कभी आपको देखना है वो कौन कौन से प्रोसेस है, वही उतने देखने हैं, सो नहीं देखना हो सकता सो चल रहे हो. You only see only only 2, 3 and 4. Those who is actually using your CPU. Okay, then press I to see the running. And you're again to toggle, same thing means come to same option. Again press I to see the coming out. Okay. Similarly, we have many more options in the top command. Right now, this is a one process, second process, third process. They filter based on CPU. It's called sorting based on CPU. But let's say on on memory, RAM. You want to sort your CPU, sort your processes. This is sorting based on memory. Then you can press M. See guys, automatically they sort according to memory uses. Okay. So like this, top we have multiple commands. For example, you want to kill the process. For example, I want to launch a process called Firefox, for example. You can see Firefox process will consume some RAM. You can see Firefox started 5.7 MB RAM, now 8.1 MB RAM in the percentage, 11.7 MB RAM in percentage, in percentage. Okay. Yeah, one more thing. If you want to see actual how much RAM they use, who? Firefox. This percentage. Okay. Then guys, this is a keyword, RES. This will tell you actual memory used by this process. A lot of guys think this is the memory. No. This is a virtual memory, is a different concept. I'm not discussing right now. Actual real memory is RES. RES full form is resident address. तो जिस घर में आप हो वो आपका रैम है, वो रैम से आपका घर कितना बड़ा है, मतलब कितना जगह ले रहे हो, इसको रेजिडेंट, RESIDENT, resident address. Resident address equals to how much memory RAM used by this process. That's what they are talking about. 81 whatever it would be of Firefox, they are consuming at this point in time. Okay, I think this is KB or something. they are using right now. Okay, so this is in the percentage. Okay, and if you want to kill other process, for example, Firefox lets me open multiple tabs. So they are using some memory. Okay, and this Firefox is ID 41 something. So from the top command, if you want to kill the process, they also give you a way. You can press K option K. Then they ask you what is the ID. So 4148 is ID. I'll take from here. So from top command also we can kill the signal. And you know what they're asking? Signal. Which signal you want to pass? For killing, what is signal name? 9. Enter. Fantastic, right? This is how it works. So for process, this is called process management. You want to increase the nice value, more priority, see the analysis, and more questions, guys. In Linux job or DevOps job, they will ask you about analyzing. Okay, analyzing. Tell me which. Tell me the way to check the total CPU use, which use more, which use less. Tell me top 10, top 2. So practice this command. And I just given 2 or 3 options here in top command. More options you can find in Google. So there's one task you do when we go for next break. Okay, you just go to Google and ask Google, tell me all the options, use the top command. They have hundreds maybe, but find top 10 options. This is more usable in the real world. 2-3 मैंने आपको बता दिया अभी. Okay, and practice this. And आपका जो next blow लिखो उसमें लिखना कि top में ये option ज्यादा काम आता था, use के ये आप इस जगह पे, and whenever you have this scenario, use this option. Okay, तो यह task करना होगा अभी नहीं, next break में. Okay, so similarly to one more thing, guys. Top command will tell you more things. They tell you right now in this OS we are running 205 tasks, and one task called to one process. So in this system right now I am running 205 processes. Out of this, only one is running at this point in time. Why one is running? Because we are not using it; they are idle. But when you use this, they will they will come up here. Okay, and remaining 204 is sleeping. This is one point. Second thing, guys, if you see here, the load average. Okay, load means load, how much load you have in the CPU. And they are giving load average, okay, of last 1 minute, 5 minute, or 15 minute. So if you want to see the load of your system for last 1 minute average, last 5 minute average, last 15 minute average, then top command will give you this information also. Okay. So that's also good. And you want to see when your system is up. So this is the time they tell you this is the time when system is up. Up. Last 35 minutes, something like that. So this is a kind, my system had different time. So accordingly they tell you. And you want to stop the top command, press Q. Q will stop the top command. And this top command is very useful. So some guys have created a better command of top in the look and feel. It's called htop. Htop. How I know? Again, Google search or maybe manual of top. Top can show me how it works. They give you multiple options also. Okay, they tell you what the meaning of what field. They give you all the information here. Big code means manual they have, and mostly in the last, okay, they tell you free also can check, PS can check, ATOP also there, HTOP is not there, we can go for other manual, they can say HTOP. So they recommend what could be similar kind of commands available. For example, I can go for PS manual. So PS command, process command will tell you other options maybe more similar to this guy. They are not having any one. Maybe here, top command for example. P grab, that what we see. Okay, but somewhere you can find htop also. On htop you can see same kind of thing, but better in terms of look and feel. Here they give you options to change the color also. You can write if this goes about 80%, give red color, so I can come to know okay something more CPU when used. So it's a kind of alarm for me. So those things also we can do with htop. Okay, so there's also one command available. Even though guys, if you notice here, they give option here. If you want to change the nice value, press F7. Press F7 key, function key of your laptop, keyboard. Then they will ask you what is the nice value of which process. You can change. For kill, you can press F9. For quit, you can do something like this. Okay, so stop is a command. Okay, again, when you do a research on top command, do research on stop command also. So all the top 5 better options you can search, practice, and then put in the blog or post. Okay, and same thing with nice also. Nice also guys put, or re-nice also you can put in your blog, right? So this is one point. Let's do some more thing here. So now I'm moving little bit from the command to script. Now we are start writing some small code. And when I start writing the code, I will give more commands and I will use the information what I used till now and connect together everything. Okay, so we are moving now our discussion to scripting kind of programming. Okay, now what is scripting? So you can think scripting more like a script in the movie. Okay, so for example, let's say this guy is actor Shahrukh Khan. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं होगा कि डायरेक्टर या उसका जो भी डायलॉग राइटर होगा, he come to this guy and say, hey, this is one statement dialogue, speak. You know, like this. What they do, they put all the dialogue in one file and give the file to this guy. What is file known as? Similarly, who will do this dialogue delivery? This actor. Okay. Similarly, okay, one dialogue is equals to one command. One dialogue may be date command. Okay, one dialogue could be cal command. So dialogue equals to command. And mostly we don't run one command. We don't, our task not to be done by one single dialogue. We have to run multiple commands together to solve one thing, to do one thing. Means if you run multiple commands together, one after another, it will solve one thing for you. That is known as script. And today's guys in the world, we want everything to be fast. And if you want anything to be fast, then we have to remove the human beings. The human beings are slow. हम लोग slow हैं. Okay, if you want everything to be fast, you have to remove the manual thing. What we have to do? We have to use the automation. Automation key to make the thing faster. Because if you want to do something in this computer, there's two ways to do. One human can do, B. But if you do, we are slow. हम गलती करते हैं. हम 24 घंटे काम नहीं करते. Okay? So this is one way, it's called manual way. Other way you can do is, you can ask your job to task to the computer. Computer can work 24 hours. They can work with the speed of computer. They will never do a mistake. Whatever you ask, they do. As it is. That's called automation. Okay? And one of the key behind DevOps is automation. If you say I am a DevOps engineer, it means you're great in automation. Means you have mindset. You have two mindset. One mindset is, whatever I'm doing right now, can I automate? Hands-free, everything done by computer. If you have this mindset, it means you are thinking like a DevOps engineer. Second thing is, whatever you're doing, can we make it fast? To save the time and the money. If you think in this way, then you are again the DevOps engineer. So if you say, I am a DevOps engineer and I want to be a DevOps engineer, what is my responsibility for the company where I'll get the job? My responsibility, two things. Whatever they are doing, we have to remove the human being. And less computer will do this task automatically. If you achieve this, then you are the right DevOps engineer. Automation is one thing you do. Second thing, this VM will take 1 hour to install. Remove this technology called virtualization, for example, or bare metal, the way they are explained in the morning. What we can do? Let's If we can do this thing too, these two things for the company, then you are the right eligible for DevOps engineering job and post. So keep this thing in the mind. तो आज के बाद हम जो भी करेंगे, whatever we do, because right now we are learning, so I'm doing it manually by myself. But slowly, whatever we are doing manually, we start converting into automation. And when I say automation is always run by computers. And anything that run by computers, computer can only run the code. So we have to create a code. The computer can only run the code. So technically, the core role of the DevOps is automation. Whatever you do day to day wise, repeat and repeat. If you ask the computer to do same thing by writing the code, then you are doing automation. And if you know how to do automation, then you are DevOps engineer. This is a core high level meaning of DevOps rule. Okay. Now, in the code, okay, you are creating code for creating the program that is equals to creating a dialogue in a movie. Okay, तो क्या आप कोड प्रोग्राम बनाने के कर रहे हो? एग्जांपल लिनक्स की बात करें, वन ऑफ द प्रोग्राम दैट इज इक्वल्स टू कमांड इसको डेट कमांड. तो हम लोग टिपिकल प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं करने वाले हैं. तो वी हैव डिफरेंट प्रोग्रामर्स अवेलेबल मार्केट जो सी लैंग्वेज और गो को यूज करके डेट और कैल काम के प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं. दे आर द प्योर प्रोग्रामर्स. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वी आर गोइंग टू यूज देयर प्रोग्राम, their commands, and one command and one program equal to one dialogue. Dialogue is a movie movie dialogue. And we're asking this guy, let's say this was dialogue, second dialogue, 10 dialogue, 20 dialogue, take this, and whenever I ask you, run all the dialogues, means run the script. So we are not creating a program, we are creating a script. Understand the difference between program and script? तो अगर आप कोर कमांड बनाओ ना, डेट कमांड, कैल कमांड, वहां आपको चाहिए प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, पाइथन, जावा, सी, गो लैंग्वेज, रूबी लैंग्वेज, व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू यूज. ओके, पर अगर आपको ऐसा प्रोग्राम बनाना है जब बनी बनाए कमांड यूज कर रहे होगे, तो उस टाइप की कोडिंग को हम बोलते हैं स्क्रिप्टिंग. ये डिफरेंस होता है प्रोग्रामिंग और स्क्रिप्टिंग के अंदर. स्क्रिप्टिंग क्यों यूज करेंगे? बिकॉज दिस एक्टर, आई नो टू कंप्लीट दिस मूवी दिस गाय हैड टू टेल 100 डायलॉग्स. So first dialogue, it is not good reason. I'll say, hey, first talk this dialogue. Second talk this dialogue. Okay, dialogue equal to command here. I'm just taking it as an example. Because I know this is what we have to do always. I know to first run date command, then cal command, then some other command, because this is what I always do. So I'll give all the dialogue together, this guy, and say run together. That's called a script. How we can evolve? Because in the real world, okay, every problem statement in the company, or I can say every use case, can't be solved by one single command. Mostly there are multiple commands to do one thing. For example, they say I want to click the photograph, then I want to click one more photograph, then one more photograph, then the copy in one folder, then this folder I have to mail to someone, and after mail I will tell you we have mailed. So technically it's one task. But in this task, there are multiple commands to use. First you have to use click photograph command. Then you have to use how to get a folder command. Then you use कैसे copy करते हैं वो command. Then you use how to mail command. Okay. Then if you do all this command, step by step run, then your final job will done, right? What you want to do? एक की फोटो लेके मुझे मेल करनी, 3 फोटो 10 फोटो, okay? For doing this one task कितनी सारी कमांड लगेगी, और क्या ये काम आपको डेली करना है, क्या बार बार करना है? अगर डेली करना है, बार बार करना है, मतलब रिपीट फॉर्म में करना है, want to repeat again and again, if you want to do in this way, okay, then if you do it by yourself, thing will work, but will waste the time, और मैनुअल हो जाएगा. तो सारी कमांड को फाइल में कॉपी कर देंगे, उस फाइल को बोलते हैं स्क्रिप्ट. एक बार इसके बनानी पड़ेगी, उसके बाद इनको बोलेंगे, जब इनको बोलेंगे जब ये डिलीवरी कर देंगे. अब ये कौन है? ये वो है जो हमारे कमांड को रन करते हैं, और कमांड को रन करता है वो कौन होता है? शेल. इसको बोलेंगे शेल स्क्रिप्ट. तो ये जो एक्टर है, एक्टर नहीं है, ये हमारा शेल है. उनका बोलेंगे, वो हमारे डिलीवरी को, डायलॉग को बोल देगा एज स्क्रिप्ट. तो you think in this way. Okay, so what is shell scripting? Any script, there's a kind of code that we can run here by putting the command in the file. This is called script or shell script. Okay, even though when I create this, you will come to know very, very quickly what I'm talking about. Okay, but for this, you have to know one small thing. You have to know one small thing. क्या ऐसी कोई चीज आप एक बार ही करने वाले हो? You want to do only once? Then there is no requirement of creating code. Do it manually. Do it manually. Or you think, no, I have to run date command, cal command, maybe date plus %r, for example, almost again and again, every minute, every hour, every day 10 times. So don't type again and again. Put this command as is, no change, in a file. This file is more like a document, also known as script. Run the file, all the command will run automatically for you. Then this task will be what? Automated. Okay, this is how thing will work. Okay, समझ guys, skip कब use करेंगे? Okay, skip बना के देखते हैं, समझ में आएगा. Okay, so finally, I am going to create a script. Script nothing, putting command 1, command 2, command 3, command 4 in a file. This file is known as script. And this script, because you're going to run a command always run in the shell, then it becomes shell script. And what is shell? So for this, I want to tell you one small thing. As a human being, if you want to use any operating system, there are two ways. We can use via GUI, or you can use via CLI. अगर आप लोग GUI के थ्रू OS को यूज करते हैं तो माउस यूज करके, राइट? You just use a mouse and click. But GUI is just a concept name. हर चीज के पीछे कोई ना कोई प्रोग्राम चलता है. Okay, if you ask in Linux that you have a GUI, yes, so it means you should have some kind of program running behind the scene. Can you tell me the program name? So there are a lot of programs available, guys, in Linux for GUI. One of the famous what Red Hat used is called Genome. So Genome is a program they use behind the scene. Genome or GNOME, same thing. It's a program name. So if you see there is a GUI running, it means there is Genome kind of process running behind the scene. And you guys know top command, right? Or PS command. You can just use PS command. You can see there's one process called Genome is running, and because Genome is running, that is a reason you have a graphical. You can say find somewhere, there's a lot of process there, but you can say some of Genome. You can find more also. Genome. So because of the Genome process, your graphical is coming. But kill all the Genome, your graphical will remove or terminate it. Okay. Similarly, if you want, you human being, you want to inject the OS with a CLI, then for CLI, we need to run the command. And who run the command? Shell. Shell. But shell is again the concept name. Okay. Every concept will be implemented by some software. For example, if I say आपके लैपटॉप में OS चल रहा है, so understand what is OS means. Look and feel होगा, you can use the OS for some purpose. But the question, which OS? Windows or Mac or Linux? Similarly, when I say cell, it's understandable. There is some screen where we can run the command, type the command, they run for you. But which cell? There is a lot of cell software available in the market. Okay, one software name for cell is C cell. One is called SH. One called TCSS, KSH, fish. For one of the famous name that mostly we use called bash. BASS, born again shell. It's a full form है इसका. Okay, so mostly the shell we use is called bash. It's a software name. This is a concept name. Okay, so if you ask this guy, can you tell me which shell we are using? So if we type anything here wrong, hit enter. Your bash is complaining, hey, what do you type? I don't know. You're trying to prove the bash is running behind. Okay, so technically the topic what we are going to start right now is called bash shell scripting. So explain what is shell, what is bash, and what is scripting. The topic name we are going to start is very important, guys, because in this DevOps interview that is going to happen after 7 days, today's is kind of days almost kind of complete. You have 6 more days. So this company is going to ask, first company जो आपके इंटरव्यू लेने वाली है, आपको जॉब देने वाली है, हाथों देने वाली है. This company has urgent requirement. Okay, 7 days they take the interview and within a week they give you letter of joining. So they have urgent requirement. Okay, so they are going to ask a lot about shell scripting. So today I'm just starting as a basic, but tomorrow will be almost the full day for shell scripting. We're going to get a lot of projects, a lot of tasks, a lot of program we will create. But don't worry, there's no prerequisite. If you don't know programming, that's okay. Everything I'm going to start from very basic. Okay? So right now, the topic we are going to start is called shell scripting. With shell, if you use Windows, there's PowerShell. In Linux, mostly we use bash shell. Okay, that's what we are going to start. Okay, so how to create? Let's skip simple, create a file. And how to get the file? So in the Linux, guys, if you want to create a file in the graphical, then we have command called gedit to create the file. Like in Windows, we have Notepad, right? In Linux, we have gedit. Give file a name. Let's say name is my auto one is a file name, and because in this file I am going to write a code in a scripting language, then we can use the extension .sh. Compulsory nahi hai, but it's good practice to tell this is scripting file. So this file is not there. Gedit will create this file for you. Gedit is more like a notepad. This file will open. Okay, and now in this file, what to do? Whatever you know, you can type here. Means command. For example, my plan is to run the date command. My plan is to run the cal command. My plan is to again run the date command. That's all. Okay, so creating script is one-time effort. One time you create the script, put the command in the file, save the file. That's all. In the future, these commands you don't have to type again. Just run this file, they run this command automatically. So one time, and once you create the script, let's go put all the dialog command in the file in the order, which order you want to send. Run. For example, if you have a requirement that in the company, every day you have to do a backup. So for backup, what they do? For example, they copy some data here, from here, from here. Then they do some backup thing. Then the mail somewhere. So copy first command, second copy command, third copy command, then do some backup command, then mail command. So whatever you do, step by step, put here in the same order. Obviously, you should know the command for this. We'll see the commands. Okay. So whatever use case, every problem statement, it could be click the photograph, mail, it to send a mail to someone, send a notification, analyze some data. Okay, requirement could be something like this. Keep on checking my memory. If my memory go above 90%, send the email. Keep on checking my password. If somebody try to attempt my system multiple time, wrong password, give me SMS. Some attack is happening. Okay, so either you do by yourself, create a script once, and run the script, and they keep on doing the thing for you. Okay, technically what? Automation. Okay, so now I save this file. Now this file become with Control S, close the file. Now this become a script. Now if you want to run the script, then command will bash, because who run the script? Shell. Shell is a program. So program is called bash. And tell this guy, this is the program I want to run. See here? Run. तो सी गाइस, जो हम लोग खुद करते थे वो उसने अपना आप कर दिया. डेट कमांड आपको टाइप नहीं करना पड़ा, राइट? विदाउट टाइपिंग दे रन द थिंग फॉर यू, because we have a code. This is nothing called code. In this code, we are using the pre-created command. And then this code is called script. Script. We go. Again you run, again use arrow key up, again hide, again type, again type. See? Everything has been completely automated. Okay. Now, because mostly in the real world, we don't type the command by ourselves in this way or in this way. Mostly we work in the company per use case wise. So per use case, there is one problem statement. We create a scripts. One script will send a mail. One script will check the memory used by Firefox. Again they check. If the Firefox use more than 1 GB RAM, then we send the email to my admin. The Firefox using 1 GB RAM, why? Okay. So everything, let's go one problem statement. We create different script. Different script. Okay, this is how we do. We create the script, then whenever we want to run that particular task, run it. So task means sending the mail is one task. One task equal to one problem statement equal to one script. This is how you can think of. And script is nothing but file. And you want to see in the Linux how many files we have. You can use ls command list. Okay, so you can see here, this is one of the file I have that we created. We created. And you want to see the content of the file. Again, you can use gedit, why not? To open this file, see the content, and change something. Okay, let's me write a one more command called date plus percent %d, for example. Save the file, close the file. Again, let me run the file. You can see the 21 gonna come up. Or if you only want to see the content of the file, you don't want to edit, then we have one command called cat. Cat is a way you can open the content of the file just to see. See, only the content gonna come up. Because for the file, what is this? This is data. For us, it's a command. But technically, for the file perspective, is what? Is a data. So any file data, if you want to see, we have a cat as a command. Okay, cat is a command. Okay. But okay, I create this code or the script for doing something. But normally, guys, whenever I create a program, mostly in the program, we have to take decisions. अगर ऐसा नहीं तो वैसा होगा. Okay, and according to some conditions, we take decisions. Sometimes some command will repeat again and again, loop. Okay, so typically scripting gives you capability of programming language also. In scripting, we have a if else, loop, while loop, for loop, functions, variables, everything they have. So right now the shell scripting what I'm talking about, we can use the command. Mainly they use for commands only. But here you can write a programming constructs also. Like if keyword, else keyword, variables you can use, print keyword you can use, for loop we can use, while loop we can use. You can get functions, exception handling. Okay, because normally there's a possibility. I can write here, hey, run the cal command only if is evening. Run the cal command only if this is December month. Okay, so here what we write? We can't run the cal command actually. You have to write a conditions first. The question is, can my shell scripting support if else? Yes. Loop? Yes. Variable? Yes. So typically, whatever you do normally in the programming world, same thing you can do. Okay. Some of the example I'm going to discuss right now, and more detail will go tomorrow when I go more deep into shell scripting part. Okay. So this is a one point. So for example, right now what you see here is shell. Okay, and this cell is equals to your live interpreter. If you ever work on Python, they give you live interpreter. You type one line, enter, they run the command, they run the statement. So this cell prompt is equal to live interpreter. means you can set the variables. X is variable, 5 is the data. For example, in programming we have print keyword to print the value of the variable. Here instead of print, the echo command. Echo, can you print the value of X? But understand one thing, guys, whatever you write after X, after echo, they treat this guy as a string. They print as it is. To tell this guy, no, X is not a string, this is a variable. To tell this a variable, you use dollar symbol. In this case, they go up. If they find the value, variable, value, they will pick and they print for you. And understand, guys, whatever we can write here in the command prompt, same thing as it is, we can put in the file. in the file. For example, it could be like this. Let me remove this line. I say x equals to 5 echo x. Or maybe I can write echo welcome to Linux world. So whatever I write after equal to, they treat as a string and they print as it is. What I write start with dollar, they treat as a variable. They go up, find the value. If they have, they will give the value. Okay. So let me save this file. Come up here because this program is still open. You know, first close by from here or by Control C. Okay, and say bash. Can you run the script? Here, our program will come up, right? So what I'm saying, if you want to create a script, first practice your script statement here. See if thing is working fine. If it's working fine, then put in the file. Put in the file. Because whatever run here will run on the file. Okay. For example, one more thing I want to tell you. Okay. Let's say if I write x equals to date. Okay. So whatever I write in the command line after equals to, they treat this guy as a string. And if you ask echo, what is x value? They say date. Okay. So whatever I write after equals to, after echo, they treat everything as a string. But if you have a specific requirement, the requirement is I want to run the date command. Output of date command, I want to store in the variable. This is what I want. Okay, in the automated way. So for this, what you can tell, X, you are a variable. I want to store something on you. What the output of the date command? To tell this date is not a string. It's not a string. To tell this date is a command. It is not a string. Do one thing, first run this command and take the output of this command and store in the X. Okay, but before that you should know what is your variable. You know, I believe, right? Variable who hold the data. This I believe that you know, but no, don't think this way. Think the other way. Other way is, if you think there's some information you are having right now, but you want to use in the future, again and again, multiple time, then those information you have to hold somewhere, and that holding is called variable. This is the way you think about the variable. तो वेरिएबल क्या होता है, ये नहीं, वेरिएबल क्यों करना है यूज। अगर ऐसा कोई इन्फो आपके पास अभी है, कहां से आई, ये तो किसी कमांड के आउटपुट से आई होगी, नेटवर्क से आई होगी, हमने खुद ने दी होगी, कीबोर्ड से आई होगी। आपको इंफॉर्मेशन को रखना है तो बाद में यूज कर सको, ये तभी कर पाओगे जब उसको वेरिएबल में डालोगे। Okay, so this is way I think you should you understand value of variable. So let's say I want to know I want to store इस समय टाइम क्या है, कौन बताया, डेट कमांड। To tell this guy is a date command, so we have special symbol here guys, it's called backcode. In the keyboard we have 3 codes, double quote, single quote, and you have a one key with tilde symbol where you can see one more code called tick, back tick or back code. Okay, so here guys, this symbol has a special meaning. The meaning is if you have anything in the back code, they treat this guy as a command. So what they do, first they run this command, take the output, then this output they store in the variable x. And how I know, you can just confirm. Yeah. Okay, so this is a very commonly used thing guys, we have to use a lot. Because some command, you know what they do, they go somewhere to internet, get the data. I want to use the data in the future, then this command will get the data, store in the variable. And this variable we can use somewhere where we want to use. So in this case, backcode, so backcode or backtick, we have to use a lot. Okay, and there's one more way to do the same thing. Okay, if you have some requirement, let's say y is a variable, I would run date in the command. So one of the ways is backtick, and one more we can use ampersand symbol and put this guy into the parenthesis. This is also one of the syntax we can use. Okay, logic is same, almost same. Okay, so whenever you have a requirement, anyone who treat your command as a string, for example, echo, that is a string. And why that is string? Because if you write any name on your keyboard, internally they put double quote. It's not visible, but they put. Okay, means this command equal to this command. Both are same. And you guys know, in almost every programming language in the world, I myself work on almost 18 different programming languages. मैं खुद 18 programming language में काम करता हूँ. But almost in every programming language, double quote means string. String means literal, as it is. जैसा वो लिखा है वैसा दिखाओ. Okay, but tell this guy, no, this is not the string, this is a command. Okay, so for this you have to use a different code called backcode, not single code, backcode. In this case, first date command run, they give you the output echo, and echo will print the basic. Okay, so this is how we do. So sometimes we use this backcode or backtick a lot. Okay, this is one word. One more thing guys, when I create a variable, this is one of the way to create a variable, and we can see the value has been set. Okay, but if you know your value, if you know already, then you can create a variable in this way. This is called hard coded values. But sometimes we don't know the value. We don't know the value. In this case, what we can do, okay, in this case we can ask, I don't know the value of the x variable. If anyone run this command, take the value from the user. And any value guys you want to take from user, we mostly take from the keyboard. And if you want to read the keyboard, then we have read keyword or read command. What read do? It open the keyboard. Now let's say I'm putting LW here, enter. You know what happened? This LW is a value stored in the X variable. How can I check? See, echo X. So if you know your value already, hard code. If it does not know your value, someone who want to use your command or script, ask them, they will input. Whatever the input, they go to X, and then they use X where they want to use. But these are the commands, guys. This command we can use in the command prompt, but mostly these commands we use in the script mode. Mode, something like this. Let me get a new script with gedit. Let's say my auto.sh is its file name. Let's go script. Okay, and what I'm writing here in the script, I say echo in double quote means I'm going to write a string and say welcome to Linux World Automation Program. It's just a message I'm printing. Okay, then what I'm asking, echo enter your command to run. Which command you want to run? Tell me the name. It means technically what I'm doing, I'm asking from someone that this font is visible. So technically this is nothing, just a print message. But technically what I am attempting to create here, I know this is print as it is, but my plan is I want to create a script for someone who does not know much about Linux. So I would ask this guy, can you tell me which command you want to run? So here, what I'll say, can you tell me the name? Because here I'm asking some information. Then for this we can use read command. Read will open the keyboard. And whatever the type, I store in one variable as a C variable or CMD variable. Now it is your choice, the value of this variable you want to print. If you want to print, how can you print? Echo dollar CMD because variable. Let's see very quickly here. So in this program, enter your command, let's say date, the print. So it is your choice, whatever input you're giving, how you want to use the input. This input you want to print, your choice. Or this input you don't want to print. You want to run this input as a command. Or any string if you want to use as a command, what do you do? Backquote. Who holding this command? This variable. Okay. So you want whatever this variable is holding, you want to run as a command. So what you can do? Backquote. That's all. So what happened? What happened? Now whenever I run this program, let's say cal, they take as input and they run as a calendar. When I this command, they run take date and they run date is a command. Okay, so it is your wish. Whatever you're taking input, you want to use the input for what? Okay, from maybe there's a possibility you if you know Chat GPT. So there's a way, guys, in the Linux we can integrate Chat GPT. So I have my own program. If you want to invest, yesterday only we launched in Udemy. So there's a complete program of how we can create Linux AI. Complete Linux is being controlled with AI. So when you get a chance in the future, you can go and get the course of Linux AI in Udemy. We launched yesterday only. Okay. But let's say if you know Chat GPT. Okay. So whatever input, this information I will send as a prompt. They do something there, they give you information back and print here. So it is your choice. This input you want to print as a string, you want to run as a no command. Whatever way you want to run, accordingly we have functionality available. Backquote means run as a command, double quote means string. or maybe many more things we can do on the top of this guy. Okay, but some basic things we can do and change here. For example, if I echo welcome to Linux world, they print as a string. But sometimes, guys, in the string, okay, I want after two, I want some spaces, or I want new line. So, guys, might know string is what sequence of character, and if you want to break the sequence, it's called escape sequence. So, for the new line, we can write \n. So, what it will do? Wherever \n come up, it become a new line character. But it won't work here. Whatever they write, they take this guy as a literal. They say, no, I don't know what is this. For me, backslash is a character, and is a character they print as it is. As it is. Okay. So echo is a way to print something, but echo by default does not understand escape sequence. So what to do? I don't know. Let's see the help. Does echo really or does not understand escape sequence, or do you have some options? So if you see the help, you see, yes, they support escape sequence, but by default it's disabled. So to enable this option called E. So you go to help, they say we support \. For this you have to enable. Right? So I can come out, I say write E here as option. Now support, right? \, new line come up. I'm going to give tab space, tabbing come up. This is one point. Second thing is, guys, echo command by default give new line here. After a string print, they give new line. See, a new line gonna come up. That's when next program come afterwards, right? But if you want to remove the new line, you can write n option. So they will remove the new line. See, there's no new line come up. And why I want to remove? Because the script that I created, okay, this script does not look good here. Sorry. Okay, enter command, after this the new line come up, right? So I don't want my input will present here. I want my input to present here, right? Is that a look and feel? Nothing special. But why new line is coming up? Because I use echo. Echo give new line, so next thing will come next line. So ask the echo do one thing, remove the new line. Okay, now your script will look and feel wise better. Here, now they are coming same line. Type enter the work. Okay, this how it work. Okay, I just started a script. There were many interesting things we can do on the top of this guy. So what I want to take, guys, I want to take a pause here. I started with process, then nice, then top command, some option I given to you. Then I start some very quick overview of scripting. Okay, then I very give high level idea of DevOps. Right now, this is very basic thing. Okay, but what this guy is doing now onward, if you want to run any program, you give this script to someone, and when someone executes the script by writing bash, okay, they ask what you want to do. I'm here for you, this assistant. I'm AI. I'm that one. Depend what you write here, and whatever you write, okay, accordingly they will flow in the same order, step by step, line by line. That becomes script. Now you want to write a script for backup. You want to script for mailing. You want to script for some kind of notification. For example, the system is slowing down, something is not working. The script is keep on checking, and they can send a mail or SMS notification or WhatsApp notification. Many more things you can do. We'll see many more examples as you go ahead after this. Okay, this is how it work. Okay, so let's take a pause here. Not for the day. We'll continue for some more thing. Okay, so take a pause, practice till here. Okay, for 5, 10, 20 minutes. Any doubt, offline and online, guys? My team will be there. I'm also here to. I'm taking query. Will help you guys. So this 10 minute, you can revise, you can practice what we discussed, ask your doubt to me, my team. Online guys, we have a different team member allocated to you guys. Ask the doubt, and after 10 minutes, again we do quiz. It will be quickly revise everything. But in this 10 minute, okay, or maybe I can suggest after the quiz, then again you go for LinkedIn. What you learn about nice, other things, create a beautiful post, add some more component. I also asked to get some more top keywords, command, put there and create one more post. Okay, just in same context to share to everyone. Okay, but before we guys, you go for practice, any query if you have online, offline, you can ask. I think you want to ask. उसको stop कर सकते हैं. There's a way concept called read action. Read action. I'll teach you. Otherwise पूछ कर बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको. Okay, so this is one concept we are going to learn in maybe today or maybe next class. any command that is keep on sending a message on the screen. This command is sending a message on the screen. Okay, so any message that come on the screen is also known as console. So any message come on the screen by some program, those are known as console logs. So example, when you see Firefox in the minute, sometimes you'll see they will throw some message here. Right now they're not throwing by chance, but you can see sometimes they throw. Okay, so any program who is sending any message on the console and due to XY reason you want to see this, आपको दिखना नहीं है. Okay, so those see here this come up, right? So this message, okay, it is your choice. You want to use this message for the future reference as information, the data, any data that come on the screen. If you think you want to use this data for the future reference, because this may be error, I want to show this message to my other team member. Hey, this is what the error is coming up. Right now it's console, right? It will go on. If I do control C, shut down the computer, it's gone. You can't get it back. So any message that coming on the screen, maybe output or error, if you want to store this data, okay, and any data you want to store, we need a file. we need a file. That you to go to Firefox command. You go inside this code. Because this Firefox guys who write the code. For example, this Firefox written in a C language. So this is the guy responsibility. Okay, does they want to use printf keyword or not? Or if they use C++, they want to use C out or not? Okay, if they use C out or printf, they will always print on this. So if you want, does not want to, they will present you to go and change the code. How to change the code? There's also answer. Let me give the first answer of mine. So for this, after this command, we can use this symbol, this symbol, and get them. What symbol will do? Any command. Not understand one thing, guys. This command is created by you. No. So do you have a right as such to go and change anything in the code? No. So this is their choice. They want to print something on the screen or not. You have no control. Only way to control is from your end is use this symbol. And tell the symbol whatever they are showing on the screen, send to this file. Okay. You know what happened? When I hit enter, Firefox launch. But if they're sending anything on the screen, now they won't present on the screen. Everything, whatever they want to coming on the screen, it is been redacted to this file. But if you want to know Firefox launch, if you want to know, okay, I want this program does not generate any log. So this is not in our hand. It is completely decided by the developer of this code. So either you ask this guy, hey Firefox guy, you use, let's say, C language, for example. Firefox created C mostly. Just change the printf, don't use printf. Or you can go and change. Firefox open source, go and edit the code. Recompile, use it. This is how it works. So let me do Control CS, please. You can see this file was not created, and if you see this file, you can see output come up here. So this always understand one thing, guys. There's two different teams. One is developer who create a command. Okay, developer decide how much CPU we want, how much RAM we want. They want to print the message on the screen or not. For example, if you know JavaScript, use console.log we use. We decided. If you write console.log or print or echo, print f, cout, depend upon programming language, they will always print on screen. Okay, always. So this is what developer do. But let's say as a Linux guys or Windows guys, I don't want any message come on the screen. So we can't go into code, let's say. We does not know how to change the code. Then for us, these are the options available. So these options is specially given to us to control this behavior. Okay. Other ways, you just go and change the code. How to change the code? There's also a way. Ask the Firefox, where is your code? So there's a command called which. They tell you Firefox command. And you can get the path of the Firefox program. Then you can use gedit, go to this folder, path, you can get the Firefox code. And if you know this language, change the code. It won't print. नहीं जाएगा. नहीं, this is a different question. This is a different question. We can do so. One more thing I want to tell you. What you ask is very nice question. Any program, understand one thing, guys. Any program that you run, till the time this program does not complete, it won't go to next line. They run because very fast. So we get the next program very fast from the next command. But some program they run for hours and hours. Some program they run for infinite. Firefox. Why infinite? Because it never stop. Till then you stop by yourself. In this case, okay, because this program never stop, so you will not get any command prompt for run the next command. See here? Next command. So what to do? One way is, that is not right, is if you're using graphical, then you can open one more terminal. Okay, but this is not right, because in the real world we don't use graphics. So there we have only one terminal to run everything. So let's say this is a terminal. So now use case is what this guy is asking. It's a good question. Use case is what I want to do. I want my Firefox running, keep on running, but still I want to run some more commands. In this case, if you control Z, this is one way. What control Z will do? They pause the Firefox, we get another command, but this also not I don't want. Because control Z will hold. I don't want to hold or stop. I want my Firefox to be run continuously. And I can run some other commands also. And this is a very common case come up. For this, there's a lot of way to do. But one of the simple way and better way is in doing this way. As a Firefox, run yourself, but in the background. Any program that you want to run in the background continuously, we use this symbol. And ampersand. In this case, fire for launch. But see here, command prompt to start. I can see fire for launch in a minute. Okay. You can run some other command also. Let's see here, fire for launch. Still they're running. See here, it's not hold. I can use it. It's running. It's running. Okay. And I can run my command also. And run the jobs command, guys. You can see they're running. What is different with Control Z and ampersand? Any program that's running on the command line, if you Control Z, they go to background. But in stop state, they hang up. Any program that I start with ampersand, they go in the background, but in the running state. Depend what you want. That keyword you can use. Okay, we can use sometimes that keyword, depend upon what is your use case. This is one of the way. But we have better way for this. Okay, instead of ampersand, there's one more command that has some extra benefit. Okay, that command is known as nohup. Nohup, N-O-H-U-P. So you can nohup then command name. We have one more better way. Better than this. Okay, this is very advanced concept. I can't show you here in the demo. Okay, this concept called Linux sessions. So this is a command line. We can create sessions. And once a session, we can get sub sessions. This is also one of the way. So recently, guys, last 2 or 3 days back, I launched one very advanced course in Linux in Udemy. Now, just in 3 days, going hot program in Udemy. If you search for Linux industry relevant in Udemy, yeah, my name is Laga. Okay, there's one complete video on this topic. Nohup, sessions creation, many more. Right now, we don't require. It's very advanced. So if we go for advanced job in Linux, then we know these concepts. So right now, you don't require. But you ask, I'm just giving multiple examples what we can do. Okay, but I know this is enough. Ampersand. Okay, and now if you want to stop this program, anything running in the background, if you want to stop, put in the foreground FG ID1. It will come in the foreground, and come in the foreground. You can do Control C to stop. Just stop. Or you can use kill command also. Okay, this is how it works. Yeah, please. It will work for almost every command, but top is a kind of program that is keep on running. Technically, top a command name is a script internally. They run this command again and again. So you run the top command. First time they run in the background, but next command they again run. When the top there is an option you can pass. You go to manual, you can run top command as a normal command. Then it will work. But almost other command they will run it. Okay, anyone from the online? So guys, you have to share the LinkedIn handle. My team will give you a Google form link maybe today. So all the posts what you're doing, this is compulsory for everyone. And this second post for day. So we have to put your LinkedIn URL there in the Google form. We will share to you. But technical query anyone has, you guys can ask. Ashutosh, VIM command will talk in my upcoming class. What is VIM command? Yes, we can also set a default value. Well, again, talk in my upcoming what different value. No, nothing. Harsh, any command that is running in the foreground, there you can get a capability to pass some extra signal from the command line like Control C. If any command that is not running in the foreground, then your Control C and any extra signal does not work. Control C, Control Z will work only if your command is running in the foreground. That is when we want our program to run in the foreground. For stopping at stop, we can use Q option. If you use Q or we Control C, both will work. B2, we have a lot of Linux advanced courses right now. Don't what I say, distract. Right now, what you're going to learn 7 days, just focus on the 7 days. Okay. So otherwise, I can give my lot of courses there, but right now you can be distracted. So don't do this thing. Don't go for any courses. What we are preparing you is a specialized program we decide for the job. Only focus on the content what we are delivering in the 7 days. Don't worry guys, right now I suggest any topic you want to me revise, we'll definitely do, but I believe when you do the practice, okay, most of the things we will solve automatically. When again do the quiz, the team will again explain to you. So most of the doubt we will solve again. Still you have a doubt left, if it's nice or really nice, anything, we will again cover guys, don't worry. Okay, so take 10 minutes, 15 minutes to practice. If you think your practice done already, then start creating the blog or the post. And 15 minutes we will do the quiz. And after 15 minutes, we'll again study for some more time. 7 दिन ही है, एक दिन खत्म होने वाला है, पढ़ लेते, ठीक है, पढ़ लेते. So same thing with the online guys also. So practice guys for 15 minutes. Okay, practice is important guys, very important. And everything guys I am doing here, it is there in the Google Drive. Is there, right? So if you miss any, sharing the screenshots. Practice please.